Good evening and welcome to Bill Baker Activity Complex here on the campus of East Guernsey Schools as it's week 5 of Ohio high school football action. I'm Darren McCullough, producing tonight our main man, Bryce Shasholsky, and with me, as Tommy would say, and I have to say it, I play. And Chris, obviously, this is my first time out here, and I usually get out here like once a year for the District 12 All-Star game, and it's usually at the gym, but the complex here just, it's amazing what really has gone on the past year or two, the different upgrades you have made with the turf on pretty much everywhere out here.
Yeah, no doubt. The facilities here are A1 for sure, and they continue to get better. We got the turf a few years back, and then now they got the turf for the baseball field and the softball field and redoing the track right now, and they're, I think, about a week or two away from having it completely done. So facilities are outstanding, and what a beautiful night for football.
Yeah, we've had 5 great Fridays. Got to thank the teams that played week 1 on Thursday that bit the bullet with the thunder, lightning, and rain. It seems like that we get every. We're here week 5. Both teams coming in not record-wise where they want to be. Claymont coming in 1-3, the Warriors at 0-4, but you can see a lot of promise on it, both teams.
Yeah, both teams have played pretty well. I mean, I know Claymont but defensively at times pretty good against the run, and to have a tendency to struggle against the pass, it's really gotten them in trouble. But really, it's been a fun year to watch them play, and they're continuing to get better, it seems like, each week.
Yeah, and like you said, Claymont could very easily be 3-1. The past 2 weeks, they've lost by combined 6 points to Fairless and Marietta, as we got some dire straits blowing up through the system here.
I think they forgot to turn it down just a little bit.
Well, as they say, if that music's too loud, you're too old. So I'm not going to complain because I don't want coming in. Obviously, like I said, 6 points, the combined loss of their past 2 games against Fairless and Marietta. Well, the Warriors, on the other hand, took a heartbreaker last Saturday against Shenandoah, or last Friday against Shenandoah, 23-20. Really a tough loss there, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt. Anytime you have a chance or you're that close, man, you probably go home as a coach. And I know when I coached, you'd go home and you'd stay up all night just thinking of what was 1 or 2 things that we could do differently that could have got us that win. And it just drives you crazy as a coach, and I'm sure it drives you crazy as a player too.
Oh yeah, number 34, Koenig, and he's the kid that I've been talking about all year. And last Friday, he put on a spectacular show for the Warriors. I mean, and I said on our pregame show earlier this week that I was exhausted just watching him. The yardage they ran for ended up with 228 official yards rushing, but he ran for probably close to 400 because he had at least 2 or 3 touchdowns called back during that game.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I've watched him. I mean, teams that kick it deep to him on the kickoff, I keep wondering why are they doing that, because he's probably had 7 or 8 of them that he's almost ran back, and he is just an outstanding kick returner, and he just has unique speed and agility and does a lot of unique things that makes it difficult on defenses.
And he's not that only weapon on this team. Charlie Perry's had some spurts where he's looked really good. He had a great week 1 against Caldwell, had a great last week against Shenandoah. Great all-around game. He was leading tackler as well. Charlie Perry, probably one of the better two-way players in the area. And then Braden Williams has made progress at quarterback, too.
Yeah, no doubt. And you can't forget Brady Hastings, too. He's number 20 for Buckeye Trail. He's a 6'3", about a 200-pound, and just a really good athlete on the defensive line, linebacker, and has done a lot of nice things for Buckeye Trail this year also.
It's funny you bring up Brady Hastings. I made the comment on our pregame show this week about he's going to be the player. He's going to have a breakout game this year that where he puts up those Egan or Charlie Perry-like numbers in a game, whether it's on the offensive end, like you said, on the defensive end. I mean, he's been doing a great job at that edge spot, really reading the snap and getting that penetration and maybe forcing some tough passes before they want to get rid of it.
Yeah, and he's one of those kids, when you look at his body, the way that he's built, you're thinking that kid's going to go play somewhere after high school, because he's 6'3", like I said, about 200 pounds, and he could easily put on another 25 or 30 pounds. He's going to be a big kid down the road and is going to have a bright future for himself.
So our opening kickoff, a little squibber, and Claymont's going to recover it. It looks like Mason Bailey has the recovery for them. They're going to start at their own 48, so good field position here for the Mustangs to start the game. Don't know if Buckeye Trail's kind of trying to catch them off guard there, or
well, I think Buck's they've struggled all year trying to kick it, so they usually try to squib it to, give them a chance at least to get it recovered or hopefully bounce it off somebody.
So Claymont coming out 5 wide, and big news for them. Not dressed tonight is Alec Tarakidis, one of their star home run hitter running back. As quarterback keeps it, he's going to get the first down and then some inside the 32, about the 35. Nolan McMorrow.
Yeah, he ran out. He was knocked out that time by number 1 Blake Wable, and he's a sophomore, or he's a junior. Pretty good, tough-nosed kid, and one of those kids that didn't get to play a lot last year is playing a lot more this year, and has done a pretty good job for Buckeye Trail.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 at Claymont at the 35. Opening minute of the game. In the pistol formation. Takes it, hands it off.
Yep.
Going to be a gain of about 4 by Drew Fox.
Yeah, and that was Brady Hastings. Backside that time to trip him up, or he probably would have got.
So now they're going to have trips right here. As Morrow's going to look. Fires. Quick pass, incomplete.
Quarterback for Claymont, the receiver had it right in the hand and just didn't make the play.
1 for the Warriors.
Yeah, he had a bad hand and was tried to play some quarterback. It's hard to take a snap when you're got a bad hand, so they were trying to kind of protect him.
Again, Morrow dropping back, looking. Here comes pressure. He's going to roll out. Hastings trying to run him down. He's going to gain about 8 on the play.
It looks like he's going to be maybe a half yard short, maybe a yard short or so. It was a nice. That's probably a good decision.
Yeah. It looks like they're going to try pushing it forward here on the up.
Oh, they probably have.
And that's going to be on Claymont if the unofficial official on the Buckeye Trail sideline, Donnie Kearns, is saying move it back.
Yeah, I think they. I don't think you're allowed to actually push the player, are you, anymore? In high school? I know you can in college, or in pros you can.
I was going to say, well, you couldn't in USC, did it years ago with Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, but
I think that's what the call was.
So that's going to be a big penalty instead of 4th and short. 4th and 1, it's going to be 4th and 6. Sure, the Mustangs are still going to go for it here, being at the Warriors 31.
Yeah, they were basically helping the runner. You're not allowed to push from behind in high school football, and if you do that, that is, I know in the pros you can do that now, and I'm pretty sure you can do that in college even, but in high school you're not allowed to do that.
Man in motion. Morrow looking and almost got him. Hastings, now he's going to scramble away, fires it deep, got an open man. Egan can't quite get there, and it's a touchdown. So a 31-yard touchdown pass. And I believe that was Jordan Connor.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail, the quarterback scrambled, and then the corners just left their responsibilities, and then, man, the receiver was just standing wide open in the end zone. I think Cohen Egan thought they had him sacked, and they didn't, and it's too bad. Buckeye Trail basically had him stopped, and next thing you know, you're giving up a touchdown.
And that was a great effort by Egan, almost getting there as
yeah, it was.
As Claymont boots it through the uprights to make it 7-0. Well, we have some time, Chris. Go ahead and go over our first list of our sponsors tonight.
Yeah, some of the sponsors we have tonight are Old Washington Presbyterian Church, a proud sponsor of the Warriors. Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant. Looking for a family restaurant to tailgate at before the big game? Visit Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics. Want to show off a beautiful smile after a big Warrior win? Darcy Wakefield can take care of any dentistry or orthodontics needs that you have. Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency, looking for an independent insurance agent to quarterback you through any coverage. Connor Pushcarriage is your man. Call Connor at 740-610-3024 at Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency. And Bicon Engineering, wishing the Warriors and all of our area teams a very successful season. D Cup Tavern, looking for a place to celebrate after a big Warrior win. Come to Deep Cut Tavern and celebrate with friends and family. Marathon Stations, fuel up before every local area football game at Marathon Stations, located in Old Washington and Cambridge.
So almost perfect timing there as we're kicking off here. At the 25, Perry with it. Finds a little hole. He's going to get tackled up at the 42-yard line.
Buckeye Trail got pretty good field position. Did a nice job getting the thing upfield. Charlie Perry, I mean, he's had a few fumbles this year. He's kind of struggled hanging on to the ball, but, man, he's done a nice job running the ball. It's just he's had a few mishaps with handling it, and it's hurt the Warriors at times, but, man, talk about a pretty good athlete. Charlie Perry is that.
Yeah, as big as strong as he is, he just hit that hole and just kept running and bounced off a couple and then finally got taken down. So Warriors in their patented tee. Wing tee as they give it to Egan. He's going to be stopped for about a loss of 2. Mustangs defense was all over it.
Yeah, it was a nice job. They just kept that outside containment. You know, as a defense, if you can contain the outside, you got a lot better chance to get things taken care of, and Claymont did a nice job that time.
Yeah, Egan was forcing him to run sideline to sideline instead of up the field, and definitely had him contained, like you said. Williams rolling out, overthrows his Perry open in the flats.
Yeah, he had this, and Claymont looks like they're running a 6-2 defense. When you're in a 6-2, you're expecting that outside linebacker to not only keep contained but also play the flats in the pass, which is not easy to do. Buckeye Trail had that tight end wide open that time and just overthrew him. So we got a third and about 12 here. Yep, third and about 12.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing, Marietta last week runs a lot of the same wing tee that Buckeye Trail runs, so Claymont got a little bit of a warm-up last Friday, as this pass is going to be incomplete to Hastings.
Yeah, pressure was applied that time by number 20. Gavin Douglas for Claymont really put the pressure on Brady Williams that time. So Buckeye Trail's going to have to punt here with about 9:34 to go, first quarter.
So it looks like Hastings is going to be the punter for the Warriors.
Hastings back to punt.
Since I think there a couple weeks ago you guys never did figure out who the punter was.
No, and we didn't have a punt.
I believe against Harrison Central that game was.
Yeah, it was a wild game. And I watched Barnesville play at River yesterday, last evening, and I thought they were a good team. They're even better than what I thought. They really.
And who's future on that schedule? Barnesville.
Yep.
Little pistol formation, handoff to a running back. It's Green. He finds a hole. Tackled about midfield. Freshman Matthew Green gained about 16 there.
I think he was tripped up there by Egan, and he was the last man, so.
So the running game working early for.
They're really getting off the ball, moving Buckeye Trail up front and creating some big gaps, because I don't think he was even touched until he was about 12 or 13 yards downfield.
Here's Green again, and this time he's met at the.
Charlie Perry was in on that, and a host of other Buckeye Trail tacklers that time. Second down here.
McMurrow scrambling around again, finds an opening. Claymont sideline, he's going to be knocked down of bounds at the 35. It's going to be a 14-yard gain.
Yeah, it looks like Buckeye Trail's going to have to put a spy on him, because he's hurt him, 2 or 3 times already in the past just by taking off.
Yeah, he's got 40 yards rushing on those 3 scrambles off of the pressure. They're doing a good job getting the pressure, but he's being able to find the holes.
Yep. Doing a really good job of finding those gaps inside, stepping up, because they're getting pressure from the outside. They're not getting that pocket collapsed in the middle.
Back in that pistol, he's going to hand it off to Green again. He's looking for some room, and gang tackled and might fall forward for 3 or 4 there.
25, Matthew Green.
Yeah, it looked like he was tackled that time by number 12 for Buckeye Trail, Travis Dodd, in there on the tackle, and again a host of other Buckeye Trail tacklers.
Second down and 7, Claymont.
So Claymont at the Warriors 32, 2nd and 7, 7:30 and count here in the opening quarter. Mustangs leading 7-0. And it's kind of nice. I've kind of got this pace in the past couple years of the Meadowbrook pace, doing a lot of their live streams, and it was pretty much non-stop go. It's kind of nice these two teams using that 40 seconds between each play that they have. And we're going to have another flag. It's going to be the second flag on Claymont.
Flags on the play.
Looks like they had a procedure call of some kind. Yep.
So that's going to knock them back 5 yards.
That's an illegal procedure.
Buckeye Trail really needs to stiffen up defensively and get a stop here. Man, you really don't want to go down 14-0 in the first quarter, especially in a game you think you got an opportunity to win. So it'd be nice for them to get a stop here, get a big turnover or something, get this thing heading in the other direction.
Claymont still in the shotgun. Running back beside McMorrow. He's looking back, screen over the middle. Great read and intercepted. We're trying to figure out if it's a jump ball. They're going to say it's a reception. So it's going to be a reception for 0 yards. I believe that was Drew Fox on the reception.
Yeah, Cole Porter, I think, had it originally, and I think the receiver got his hands on it and made it look like both players had it, and both players got it. You got to give it to the offense. That's just a ruling on it. So it was actually probably a pretty good call by the officials.
But that's a great job by Porter reading it.
No doubt.
The offensive line let him come through, and he quickly dropped back and almost made a great play as that screen to Connor.
It's going to be 4th and about 6 or 7 here. I'm assuming Claymont's going to probably go for this. So
yeah, it's going to be 4th and 7.
Claymont's definitely going to go. They're probably going to spread it and make Buckeye Trail try to defend not only the pass but the quarterback out of that backfield, and that makes it difficult to do.
Here's McMorrow stepping back, looking, fires open at Ounce, and that's going to be a first down on a little quick out to Connor again.
McMorrow's pass is complete. It'll be stopped by number 34.
It's going to be a 10-yard gain.
10-yard gain, yep.
So the McMorrow to Connor connection's working good for the Mustangs as they've hooked up 3 times for 45 yards, including that big 31-yard touchdown. There's a handoff to Fox up the middle, and he's going to find some room.
Yeah, he looks like he's got about 8 on that one. Right now, Claymont's pretty much doing what they want against Buckeye Trail's defense. They've ran it well. They've thrown it well. Quarterback has scrambled pretty well against it. They really are giving Buckeye Trail fits right now.
I think I said Fox, and I meant to say Green. It was Green on the carry. So the Mustangs inside the Warriors 15.
They're going back to.
There's a toss out to Green. He's going to find some room, pick up the first inside the 10.
Being tackled that time by Charlie Perry again. It's going to be 1st and goal from
Looks like
about the 7-yard line. So Buckeye Trail needs to get a stop here.
So again, Claymont taking their time here, getting in the huddle, making sure they get the play. And I don't know if the play clock was right. There were still 12 seconds left on the play clock, and you heard Claymont coaches up here in the booth yelling timeout, timeout, timeout. So
they must have an alignment problem of some kind or something they really didn't like. So Buckeye Trail, again, 4:46 left, 7-0 Claymont. Hopefully Buckeye Trail can get a stop here.
Well, you almost were the Nostradamus on the interception. You,
Yeah,
you almost predicted that when you said needed a turnover. So
yeah, they really needed it. Well, there's a big game, not this weekend, but next weekend, Notre Dame and Ohio State. That should be a really good one if both teams remain undefeated and going into Notre Dame Stadium there. Boy, that's going to be a big one. So I honestly cannot wait to see that game.
I think Week 4's got a lot of loaded games. I can't think of some of the others, but I know I've seen on Twitter where it showed there's about 4 or 5 real big top 25 matchups between teams, and obviously the state of Ohio, definitely the Notre Dame and Ohio State playing each other's
that's
a big rivalry.
That's a big one.
But the Buckeyes got to get past Western Kentucky tomorrow.
Yeah, they got a great offense. I think they said they had a quarterback that's probably going to play in the NFL. It throws the ball real well, and we're going to see if Ohio State can actually generate a little bit of pass rush consistently. They really haven't had too much of an opportunity the first 3 weeks because teams are kind of trying to run it and keep the clock rolling. So I'm sure Western Kentucky's not going to be concerned with that. They're going to throw it. So that's what they do.
I believe there's a guy named Blue Smith. That's one of their top wide receivers. That's a former Buckeye and transferred there, too.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. McMorrow is going to keep it. He's met.
He's going to be met by Charlie Perry.
Tackled again, by Charlie Perry. And number 56 for Buckeye Trail. And that's Wyatt Connor.
Blake Wable also in there.
So he was able to get maybe a yard.
Yeah, maybe about a yard on that, and that was just about it. So Buckeye Trail stiffened up on that one.
Need 3 more plays just like that now. Or a turnover, like you said earlier. The official kind of escorted him off the field a little bit.
Well, he must have got dinged or something, huh?
Dinged, or he kind of a little too juiced up here early going, and they wanted to just let him get his head cooled down a little bit.
Looks like Claymont's going to more of a power look here. Well, they got 2 receivers out. Looks like they got an unbalanced right. See what they do.
Play rolling action, looking.
Pull back in the flats.
Pass is complete.
Tackled that time by number 4.
We got a flag as well.
Not sure what that was for.
Gavin Douglas on the reception.
And Mason Todd on the tackle, so
Flag on field.
I'm not sure what the call was. It must be holding because Mr. Kearns down there is pointing, take it back, so.
We're going to soon find out.
Did they pick the flag up? Or?
It is still down there by the end zone. Well, now they're going to pick it up. Now they're pointing some numbers. We're going to have a personal foul. I think it's a crackback, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call is.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so the play is going to count the 4 yards to Douglas.
Yeah, this has been one of Buckeye Trail's biggest. They get teams in 3rd and long. They've done this quite a few times this year and end up giving a big pass play.
Well, 4th and 6 was the touchdown pass, so definitely just finding a way to get off the field, and that's what the Warriors will need to do right now.
Yeah, good defenses will find a way to get off the field, and Buckeye Trail needs to get that done right now. They just need to someone's got to make a play here.
Oh, and a little missed play there. Because Morrow's going to keep it. He's going to get maybe 2 or 3, and we're going to have another flag.
I think it may be another holding call.
This is reminiscent of last Friday where it seemed like Buckeye Trail and Shenandoah had moved the ball, and then
penalties would get them.
Penalties would get them. Instead of second short, they'd be second and Mount Ephraim, as I said, Tommy.
You almost hate to see that, even though, it may be a penalty, but just to get the flow of the game going sometimes, unless it's something that really changes the outcome of the game, sometimes you wonder if you're better off not to throw the flag all the time. Buckeye Trail they're going to back him up again, so. Well, they declined it. They did decline it. Oh, they had 2 penalties against them. They had an ineligible receiver. It said downfield, I think.
He ran the ball. It shouldn't be an eligible receiver downfield on a run.
I don't know. I'm a little confused by that one. And that's a loss of down, isn't it?
I don't think the ineligible receiver is. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it was good for Buckeye Trail. So, what is it? It's going to be second and goal from about the 32-yard line for Claymont.
Tommy would say second and
forever.
Quaker City.
Yeah, no doubt. They're going to run it.
And that's Green. He's going to fall forward for 4.
Tackled again by Charlie Perry that time. Charlie Perry, I think he has several tackles already, so really nice job by Charlie Perry, and so far a really nice job by the officials backing up Claymont. So, man, they've really hurt themselves here.
I think they've got 40-yard penalties here early on in the first quarter on their 2 drives. So 3rd and goal from the 28 now. 2 big plays here for the Warriors defense.
Pretty much rolling out.
Man-to-man coverage, Connor. Oh, and they're going to call pass interference on Egan here probably, it looks like.
Yep.
But in high school,
that's not an automatic.
Nope. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So, and this is going to be half the distance since it's at the 28, so it's going to be at the 14 probably. And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 14. At least it should be, if we're correct on the call.
And Buckeye Trail again is having trouble covering the pass, and man, he was wide open, and Egan was able to recover and get to him, and just basically threw his hands up in front of him.
And I know we're kind of saying you got to watch McMorrow running, but they might want to look to maybe put a safety over top and help with him.
Yeah, it's really the corners cannot be worried about that quarterback running. Once he crosses the line of scrimmage, maybe, but man, your job is to cover the pass. You got to get the pass covered, and it's priorities. You just got to do your job first.
Okay, I'm not sure about that penalty because now they're going to move it farther. It should be at. Okay, it's going to be at the 16. I thought it should be at the 14, but
it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 16-yard line for Claymont. So they're going with a double slot look, 2 slots. Motion in the trip.
Comes pressure up the middle. Picked off. That's Todd. He's running.
He can run. Todd can run.
McMorrow.
I think he's going to get it. He ran out of gas at the 3-yard line. He fell down at the 4. Oh, shoot.
Hey, but what a play by the young man.
We were hoping for something like that. And quarterback, I think he did. He obviously did not see him because he threw it right to him.
Yeah, I don't know if he was expecting Connor to run a slant route there, but Todd was standing right there, and
they
put him right in his breadbasket.
They're going to mark this right at the 2-yard line for Buckeye Trail. Man, they really need to get this thing in the end zone. So.
Hey, but credit to him. If that was me, I would have just fell down as soon as I caught it.
He was going to score. It looks like he lost his balance running. Oh, man, but a great play that time by Mason Todd to make that. And I'm sure he's sucking some air right now.
Yeah, they had him in on offense there. I think that's why Coach Kearns called the timeout.
Yeah.
He's like, here, let's get you a little bit of breather.
Yeah, he's definitely winded.
So the Warriors and sitting in great territory here, 2 yards.
Yeah, first and goal from the 2-yard line. Buckeye Trail coming in here and down 7.
See who wins this battle. So, Chris, go ahead if you want to read a few more of our sponsors for tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more. Here we got 360 Burgers, serving farm-to-table burgers with local ingredients to all football fans in the area. Southeastern Equipment, proud sponsors of the Warriors and all of our local area teams. Call Buck Robinson for all your large equipment, parts, and supplies and needs. Here we go. It's first and goal from the 2-yard line.
So the good thing with Warriors are able to pick up these 2 yards, they'll have 0 yards offense, but they'll have a touchdown, as the only offense they have is that negative 2-yard run. It's Williams is going to keep it and get in.
All right.
And he's in for a Buckeye Trail.
Man, that really swung it. That was a huge momentum swing for Buckeye Trail. It was looking like they could be down 14-0. Couple big penalties by Claymont backed them up, and a big defensive play by Mason.
I love the old trickery here that the Warriors do here on a 2-point conversion. Some now I think they might line up and try an extra point.
Yeah, they don't kick too many PATs.
Perry kick.
And Perry's kick is up
And it's
and good, and we're tied at 7.
Perry's kick is good.
So just like that would look like a promising drive for Claymont to take a 14-0 lead. A big interception by Mason Todd. Returns it all the way to the 2-yard line. Braden Williams powers in 2 yards up the gut, and Perry converts the extra point to give the Warriors, or to tie the game at 7.
Yeah, that was a big play. Some other sponsors we have tonight are Stop 9 Church of Christ, cheering on all our local student athletes. The Bears Den Steakhouse. Stop by the Bears Den Steakhouse, located on Route 40 for the best steaks around. Dennis Doubt, and he says go Warriors. Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center provides mental health and addiction services to children, adolescents, and adults wherever it is most convenient. Home, community, or school setting located in downtown Old Washington. Call Mindy McGlumphy at 740-489-5571 for any questions. And Scott Ogle Realty proudly supports all Warriors student athletes and the FCA. Call us when you're ready to talk real estate.
So again, the timing's impeccable as the official hands the ball to Charlie Perry as he's lining it up to kick it off. Tied at 7, 2:24 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, big. Man, that was huge for Buckeye Trail.
That's going to squib up the middle. Lineman jumps over as they're going to fall on it about the 36-37.
Yeah, and that was even kind of an awkward squib. It almost just rolled down the field.
At 36, Trenton Cole fell down on it. They didn't look like they're are expected to see this from Buckeye Trail. They seemed a little I guess not really concerned about it as they kind of let it roll a little farther than I would have, I guess.
Yeah, really, that thing, and man, them things rolling like that, you never know what they're going to do.
Especially if you got some players on the special teams that's got some speed, they can get down there and hit somebody, and all of a sudden that ball's loose. There's a handoff up the middle. That time it was Drew Fox. He's going to have a gain of 4, it looks like.
Yeah. Real nice job. Buckeye Trail still giving up about 4 yards on that first down carry, but doing a pretty good job stiffening up a little bit on the inside. And, man, that's what they really need to do here. Buckeye Trail has some nice defensive players. They've played pretty well throughout the year. Seems like they're always giving up a big play, though. It's really hurt them.
Yeah, most importantly is when that first contact's made, the rest of the team gets there to stop it as a toss, and Hastings is right there.
Yeah, that is a nice play. Brady Hastings that time took on 2 players.
And we got flags coming.
Took on 2 players that time and actually broke through, took on both players, and actually made the tackle. So really nice, outstanding job that time by Brady Hastings, man, I tell you what, he really is a nice player.
Okay, so I was wondering why the ball was spotted at the 43, but the one official has it marked at the 40. I knew it was a 2-yard loss, so they're going to mark it from that spot, the 40 it should be. But unfortunately, it's going to be on the Warriors.
Yeah, that really hurt. They had a big play, and now they got a personal foul. Just Buckeye Trail continues just to, man, make mental mistakes, and those are mental mistakes you just hate to see because, man, it really kills the team. But, hey, they got to stiffen up here.
I don't know. We had a little accident over there on the Claymont sideline. I think one of their water boys tripped over and lost some Gatorade bottles. McMorrow hands it to his fullback. He's going to power his way for about 10 or 11 there. That was Braylon Mullen.
Yeah, tackled by a host of Buckeye Trail players. He's a big kid, too. Looks like he's pushing about 250. He's a big kid. Sophomore.
Still in that pistol with 2 backs. This time it's going to be Green, and he's going to be met and pushed forward and continue to be pushed forward. And they're still not blowing the whistle, and finally it's blown. That's going to be probably about a gain of 9.
First down.
Wyatt Connor hosts the Warriors.
Second one, 20 at the 22.
It looks like Hunter Greathouse is entering the game for Buckeye Trail. Another defensive lineman trying to freshen up that inside.
There's a handoff to the big fella again.
Number 49, Braylon Mullen. That'll be a first down.
And he's going to have about 6 yards on that play.
Stop by number 12, Travis Dodd.
They're going a little old school where you give it to that fullback, that lead guy.
Didn't get anybody on him until he's about 3 or 4 yards downfield, and that makes it difficult for their smaller guys in the secondary to tackle him.
Yeah, I don't think he's an easy kid to bring down at his size. And
that's one of those guys you hit, and then your shoulder feels like it just went numb on you. So he's a big kid.
He's one of the guys you just grab the ankles and you just start turning and hoping he falls down.
Looks like a meat grinder at times.
Yep. You just cut him from the bottom. That's going to be the end of the first quarter, tied at 7. We'll take a quick break here on the Caleb Graham Productions Network, and we'll be back with second quarter action.
Get this thing turned around.
And also, famous alum Isaac Hickman.
So shotgun, 2 backs again. McMorrow again hands it to, I think it's a different fullback. That's number 20, Douglas.
Yeah, it looks like Buckeye Trails changed their pass coverage. It looked like they went to a little bit of man that time and trying to isolate guys that way, because sometimes when you play zone defense, especially against the pass, it is difficult because you got to try to play multiple areas, and it really confuses people at times. And sometimes it's just easier to play man defense because then you know who you got.
Yeah.
So looks like that's what Buckeye Trail's doing here.
They're going to toss it over to Fox. He's going to find a hole, and he's going to – his own man kind of ran into him, but he pushes him in after that. It's going to be a touchdown, Mustangs.
For a Mustang touchdown.
Yeah, it was a really nice pitch play there, and he really put his round, made a good cutback run. And one thing you can do to a deep quicker, but God, like you said, he ran into one of his own offensive guys and slowed him down.
Unfortunately, didn't slow him down enough as Coles lining up, kick the extra point. And he gets plenty on it. But it is no good. It's wide left.
That kick is no good.
Had the leg just off to the left a little bit.
Buckeye Trail defensively not playing near as well as I think they would like to right now. Hopefully they can stiffen up, play a little better, and get some things done on the defensive end, because right now Claymont's doing pretty much whatever they want. You take away that big play by Mason Todd to bring that thing all the way back to the other end, this game could be really out of control right now, but that Todd play is really giving Buckeye Trail a chance. So hopefully we'll get an opportunity to get a score here before the end of this second quarter and keep this game close.
So go ahead and give us a quick shout out to a few more sponsors.
Yeah, we got Stop 9, Church of Christ, 360 Burger, Southeastern Equipment, and Buck Robinson. He's the man you want to call. Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Doubt, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, LLC, Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Scott Ogle Realty, Connor Push Carriage and Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency, Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, and Marathon Stations. We thank you guys for supporting this broadcast.
Again, just perfect timing as the kickoff. About the 18, I believe that's Egan. Breaks one, finds a hold, still up. He's going to get across the 50 to the Claymont 49. So, again,
he was one guy away again, not one guy.
Again, I mean, he's a combination of Deion Sanders, Devin Hester, Darryl Green, all of those great returners in the NFL all wrapped into one.
I don't know what it is, but people just they have a hard time getting hands on him on those kickoffs. A really nice job again by Egan to really get Buckeye Trail in some great field position. So see what they can do here.
I enjoy it. I love watching him. Hey, he's an exciting kid to watch. Man in motion, fakes the handoff. William, or that's Todd. Or Dodd, excuse me.
Yeah, that's Dodd.
Dodd with the keeper.
Yeah, Travis Dodd. He's a pretty good athlete. Struckman doesn't throw the ball as well as the Williams boy, but man, he's definitely a better runner. And I think Buckeye Trail style the offense that they run, and this is definitely their best opportunity.
And he picked up 4 on that play. So it looks like Dodd's still in there. Egan in motion. Perry in the backfield with him. And
well, they backed it up a little bit more. 3rd and about 3.
So it's going to be a gain of 2. Warriors ball at the 43.
They'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Brady Williams is coming into the quarterback, so got a little bit of a run-pass option here.
I'd kind of like to see him put Williams and Dodd in there at the same time, just to throw some teams off. As Egan's going to get it on the sweep, and he had to jump over a teammate, kind of tripped over him, or he might have made a house call there.
Yeah, again, he was about one guy away, Buckeye Trail.
So good 17-yard run there. As whistle.
It's like, I really don't get that.
We're probably going to have a hold on Buckeye Trail here. Perry was on the carry. This is the last thing you want to see if you're Coach Kearns. You put together a nice little return, got a nice drive going, and then the penalty here kind of hurting them as.
Yeah, it makes it difficult, especially when you're, you need those. You got to kind of stay on track here. If you get behind the sticks, it makes it difficult on Buckeye Trail. They're not a big passing team to begin with, and when you get behind the sticks, you're mainly a running team. It makes it difficult.
Mm-hmm. And here's Egan's at center, and wow, that's blown up. Number 59 for Claymont. That was Xavier Arthur's leg. And this isn't good for the Warriors, as I believe Egan's still down. Definitely something you hate to see for any kid in high school sports. They're here playing, representing their school, representing their team, their community, and
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you don't want to see anybody get hurt, no matter any level. You hate to see it. You know, I watched the game the other day with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, and it was just a bummer just to see him go down. And those guys are making millions of dollars, but it's just like, you just hate to see any player get hurt, no matter what, not at any level.
yeah, it's tough. So we're hoping.
It looks like they might be checking his neck. He probably got like they swung him around and kind of hit his helmet into the ground there. So.
So the good thing is, I guess, Coach Kearns left the left thing, so you got to hope maybe that everything's good as far as not a major injury, I guess. We'll give a quick recap of what's happened so far. Claymont took the opening drive and scored on a McMorrow 31-yard touchdown pass to Connor with 10:26 to go in the opening quarter to make it 7-0. Forced the Buckeye Trail Warriors to punt, and were driving down the field on the Warriors in their second possession before Mason Todd came up with a big interception, returned it to the 2-yard line, and then Williams powered his way into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown run with 2:24 to go in the opening quarter. Charlie Perry booted the extra point to tie it at 7. Now, early in the second quarter with 11:11 to go, Fox raced in for a 10-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good, but Claymont has a 13-7 lead at the time as both fans standing up and clapping as Cohen Egan's going to jog off the field, so that's good for the Warriors.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a guy. That's one of those offensive players Buckeye Trail really cannot afford to lose, and he is definitely their big playmaker for Buckeye Trail. So it's always nice to see anybody who's on the field to get up and be able to jog off.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a tough situation here for the Warriors. I think it should be third down maybe, but they're saying second. Maybe it's still second.
I think it is. It was first down. When we had the holding call, Egan had gotten a big run, and then the next play
the Perry run with the hold.
Yeah, they got the hold. So Buckeye Trail at second, and forever? We'll just call it forever. It's a long way.
I believe second 31.
Yeah, it's a long ways.
I'll take my math skills against a lot of people. I know 48 and 17. You subtract them, you get 31. Williams rolling out, firing over Hastings, incomplete.
Defended by number 3, Brady Moreland.
Perry and the trainer both kind of
really
working with him a little bit there.
It really limits what you can do in the packs. He's really your deep threat to really stretch the field. So
this might be one of those times where you jump ball it to Hastings right here. They tried a little fade route to him, but just out of his hands.
Moreland on the coverage. Fourth down for the Warriors.
Being fourth down, you got to expect the Warriors going to look to punt here.
Got Brady Hastings back to punt. And
Hastings to punt for the Warriors.
can we get these guys pinned deeper, a little bit deeper in the corner back there and get a big stop?
We got a nice punt, going to be fair caught right at the. He dropped it, but he's going to fall on it. That was Moreland at the 21.
Yeah, and covered by Travis Dodd quickly there. He called a fair catch and ball squirted through, and Buckeye Trail almost got it. So Buckeye Trail needs a defensive stop here.
So Claymont possession, their own 21-yard line. 8:29 to go in the first half. Time for the Warriors defense to stepping up here. The Mustangs have moved it on all 3 possessions. Got the big turnover on the second possession. McMorrow on the sweep. He's going to find some yardage before he's gang tackled by the Warriors. At about the 26, maybe 27.
Hand off up the middle.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail is really, Claymont again is pretty much doing what they want. They got about 6 or 7 yards on that carry, and man, they are moving the ball at will right now against Buckeye Trail's defense, and man, Buckeye Trail really needs to stiffen up. They got to get a stop here. If they can go into this halftime down 13-7, they're still in great shape. So
there's a handoff to the fullback, and he's met right at the 30.
He's hit by Charlie Perry.
I couldn't see
quick.
I couldn't see who it was, and I was getting ready to say, I bet it was Charlie Perry who made the tackle. If you're ever in doubt on who makes the tackle for the Warriors, you can usually say Charlie Perry, and you're right about 85% of the time, I think.
He makes a lot of tackles for Buckeye Trail. He's really done a nice job for him this year defensively. So we got 3rd and about 1, maybe a little less.
So again, the Mustangs taking their time. We've got 10 seconds on the play clock. 2 backs in that pistol formation. Keeper by McMorrow looking, finds the hole, and he's going to have the first down. Picks up maybe 3 or 4.
McMorrow with a keeper. That's going to be a Mustang first down. Stopped by number 7, Charlie Perry.
And guess what? Charlie Perry made the tackle.
Charlie Perry again, yep. Looks like Egan's still out. They got a number of zeros in there on corner for him. He's a sophomore, I think he's a sophomore, Sammy Brown. He's played a lot of corner for Buckeye Trail this year, and
he's got the unique number of zeros, so he really stands out. Used to not see that number. Now it's kind of like a popular number.
And
Fox finds room, right side, goes back left. Inside the 30, inside the 20, pushed out at about the 16.
Blake Wable at about the 15.
That's going to be about a 50-yard run for Fox.
way back and really never gave.
Just text me and gave me the score update.
See these Razorbacks play this weekend.
So a 3-yard. Moreland in motion. Here's a handoff to Green.
The ball's loose. Oh. Here's Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant. Looking for a family restaurant to tailgate at before the big game? Visit Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Darcy A. Wakefield, Family Dentistry and Orthodontics. Want to show off a beautiful smile after a big Warrior win? Darcy Wakefield can take care of any dentistry or orthodontics needs you have. Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency, looking for an independent insurance agent to quarterback you through any coverage. Connor Pushcarriage is your man. Call Connor at 740-610-3024 at Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency. Bicon and Bicon Engineering, wishing the Warriors and all our area teams a very successful season. Deep Cut Tavern, looking for a place to celebrate after a big Warrior win? Come to Deep Cut Tavern and celebrate with the friends and family. And finally, Marathon Stations, fuel up before every local area football game at Marathon Stations, located in Old Washington and Cambridge. And again, we thank you very much for sponsoring this broadcast. And hopefully the Warriors will turn this thing around.
So here we got a little triple I as he's going to look sweep at McMorrow, and he's met.
Yeah, he got bulldozed that time by number 57, or 52, Gavin Morris. Just unloaded on him, so really nice job that time by Gavin Morris.
And I have some good news for Warriors fans. Number 34, Cohen Egan, is back on the field for the Warriors. He's out there at left corner.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail needs, it's 4th and about 1 here. Buckeye Trail needs a big stop. They're really going to need to sell out to try to get this thing shut down.
And you're going to have a Officials timeout.
Yep, officials timeout. Some of our other sponsors tonight: Stop 9 Church of Christ, cheering on all our local student athletes. 360 Burgers, serving farm-to-table steakhouse located on Route 40 for the best steaks around. Dennis Doubt, and he says, "Go Warriors." Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center provides mental health and addiction services for adolescents and adults wherever it is most convenient. Home, community, or school setting located in downtown Old Washington. Call Mindy McGlumphy at 740-489-5571 for any questions. And finally, Scott Ogle Realty, proud supporters of Warriors student athletes and the FCAA. Call us when you're ready to talk real estate.
So 4th and 1, and McMorrow's going to keep it. And he got pushed again, so we're going to have the same penalty again, I think, as we had earlier.
Yes, it is. I think they were pushing from behind again, and you are not allowed to do that in high school football. I think you can push the lineman. I don't think you can push the back. So
it is on.
A lot of teams have seen the Eagles. The Eagles do that now, where they get in that rugby look, where they get really super low and just try to plow forward. And like I said, you can do that in an NFL, but you cannot do that in high school football. And it's a great play. As long as you're not pushing that running back, you're in good shape. But they've done it twice tonight.
So over in Byesville, Meadowbrook's on top 44-0 over Riverview.
Wow.
So Riverview a little down this year. Got a new coach and a little low numbers. So it's going to be 4th and now 6. Man in motion. McMorrow tips it forward to Connor, and he's met, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yep. Big stop. That Buckeye Trail really needed that. They needed to get a big stop and hopefully go into this no further down than 13-7. Buckeye Trail really needed that and got a big stop. Charlie Perry, I think, was in on that again.
A little bend but don't break. Warriors defense.
Special Warrior shout out from A.T. Harper.
Warriors are going to take over at their own 9-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, they just need to make sure they don't do anything crazy, turn this thing over, try to keep that clock running. Don't leave Claymont any time to try to get this ball back and score again.
Yeah, this is a big possession. Warriors get the ball to start the second half as well as Perry keeps it up the middle. And that's his first carry of the night.
Yeah, he was I think he only got about 1.5 yards out of that. Man, he got about 4. My bad, maybe a little bit less, 3. Charlie Perry, really a big, tall kid, about 6'4", 6'5", probably about 190 pounds, but runs with a lot of leverage. He is a really strong runner. Gets his shoulders lowered and does a pretty good job of running the football.
That's another kid that once he puts on some more weight, he's going to be tough to bring down as well. Here's a sweep. That's Egan. Finds a hole.
He's gone.
He's racing.
They're not going to catch him.
Claymont's not catching him. He's going to go 88 yards. Cohen Egan. 3:13 left in the first half.
Man, is he a weapon or what? You give him a lane and he is gone. Really nice job. Buckeye Trail gave him a nice seam on this right side. Created a seam, and Buckeye Trail's got this thing tied up with a chance to take the lead with 3:13 to go in this game.
So the big plays helping the Warriors. The big interception by Todd leads to the first touchdown. And before the game, you saw Claymont was practicing that same exact play on that sweep play, and Egan just finds the hole, and once he gets in the open field, there's not too many people that's going to run him down.
It is so difficult. You can have those plays, and you run it against your first-team defense, but until you actually get against the team that runs it a lot and the player that, with that caliber of speed and quickness, it's just very hard to simulate.
And that pass is incomplete. We have a flag down.
Yeah, face guarding. Not sure that.
The flag was thrown before the pass, so I don't know if it was what's going to be
called an offensive pass interference, I think.
I think that's a sideline warning call, but
Is that what that was?
I'm pretty sure that's what that call is. So don't really understand. I mean, the team isn't supposed to be past the 25-yard line, so they weren't even close to the official who threw it. But apparently, pretty sure it was a sideline warning on the Warriors. So good news for the Warriors. They tie it up at 13. The bad news is we got 3:13 left in the second quarter where Claymont's got a chance to reclaim the lead. Talk about a peaks and valleys type of game here.
This game has gone from looked like it could be a blowout. Now it's tied up with 3:13 to go, and it didn't look good early for Buckeye Trail, but they've scrapped their way back in here, made enough plays to just, this game is now tied up. So you got to hand it to them. They've really hung in there.
It's kind of been the MO of the Warriors season, where just the peaks and valleys, you get too many highs and lows, keep it high.
Going to be covered up at 48.
I tell you what, if he doesn't catch that ball clean, he kind of bobbled it going down. Number 18, Mason Bailey. You might be saying Warriors recover that and have great field position there.
Yeah, man, the only bad thing about that is you're giving the ball right back to Claymont on their own, 47-yard line. Man, the squib kicks, I think, is a good deal. Man, you really got to kick that thing hard, and if they don't, you got to try to get it through that first line if you can. You get it down near around 30 and it's bouncing around, and you got time to get down there and get it covered.
You almost don't want to use a tee and set it on its side and boom it somehow. As that completed to Bailey, he breaks one, and Todd's right there to say you're not breaking another.
Yeah, Mason Todd made a nice tackle that time.
By Mason Todd and Brady
It looked like Brady Hastings was out there making a play too, so.
And that's only a gain of 2 on the play.
Buckeye Trail, they really need to try to keep this clock rolling.
Actually, they're going to say gain of 4. They put it on the other side.
Maybe 5 almost. Yeah, looks like they gave him progress on that one.
second down.
Man in motion. McMorrow looking. Here comes pressure from the Warriors. Here comes Hastings. Great pressure on there. Got the hit on him. Forced the errant throw.
Yeah, Brady Hastings. Basically one-man pressure. I think Buckeye Trail only looked like they only rushed.
Third down.
They rushed 4 that time. And Buckeye Trail might be smart to only rush 3.
I
And
think we had some inside pressure that forced him out. I don't know,
Yeah.
was that 62?
number
Briar
6.
Walter, I think.
Oh, okay, Briar Walter.
He had
Yeah,
some
nice
pressure.
job.
He had some pressure, forced him out, and then there was Hastings screaming at him, and McMorrow knew he had to get rid of it. It's a big 3rd and 6 here. He's going to roll out, look, fire, open,
we
man,
got
it
it
picked
picked
off!
He was
Egan.
close to breaking it too. Man, that's a big play. Buckeye Trail could go into the half with the lead here. He overthrew the receiver, and Egan was there waiting on it. So
Second interception of the night for the Warriors, and another one, Egan just barely got tripped up enough, or he might have taken that back.
yeah, he was close to being gone.
So what looked like a nice promising drive for the Mustangs is then up to a nice promising drive for the Warriors, as they're going to be starting at their best field position, well, maybe the second best, because I think Egan had that big return earlier. They have it at their own 43. And Egan gets it, and they're ready for it. He's going to somehow gain a yard.
Yeah, they
after
had
he's
him in the
hit behind
backfield.
line.
They had him in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss and bounced off the first guy and actually got a yard gain out of that. So really nice job by Cohen just to make sure Buckeye Trail didn't get a loss. And Buckeye Trail tried to go back to that same play they ran that Egan got the touchdown on, and Claymont was ready for it.
Now, unfortunately, we got a Mustang down. a new number 20 for him. Gavin Douglas was going to come off as he lost his helmet, but they got one of their linemen down here. So we got 147 in the first half. Or 157, excuse me. Be second and 9 Warriors from their own 44.
That's big number 70. I can't quite see the number there.
Might be 73, Zach Edgar maybe. I believe he's our starting left tackle.
Yep, I think it is 73. No, 77.
That's Jace Pongritz.
Yep, big kid.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's a big kid. Claymont has some nice size. They got some quickness. They got some speed. They do some things well. And I can see why, man, they've been in a lot of games this year, and it makes sense why they have been.
This has definitely been a team that's, when they've met up with Buckeye Trail, there's been some good battles over the past few years on the gridiron, too.
Oh, I tell you, in Claymont, they have a lot of tough-nosed kids, too. They have some, I think they got good wrestling up there, don't they, in Claymont?
Yes.
And
well,
man, wrestlers convert pretty well to good football players typically, and they're just tough-nosed kids.
Well, UFC wrestler or fighter or former one, Cody Garbrandt, is a Claymont grad.
That's right.
So you want to talk about toughness? That's probably one of the toughest dudes. You don't want to see him get into a fight with him.
That is one sport that you got to be a little bit insane to do.
Just a little bit? Just a little bit.
Yeah. There's something about hitting somebody with a helmet on, but you take that off and get in there one-on-one with somebody and just trying to knock the other guy out. That is a little radical for me.
It's just like what Mike Tyson says, everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the face.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think after that first hit, I was like, okay, this sport's no fun. I think that's why I play golf anymore. That's my sport of choice. There's not much contact in it. People just have to watch. There's contact after I hit the ball. They got to watch to see where it goes.
I was going to say, you're hoping to make good contact in that sport.
Inside handoff, Perry.
Charlie Perry.
Powers forward to the 49, 5-yard gain.
Yep. Nice job by Charlie Perry. Try to run that quick trap inside and catch Claymont looking to the outside. Yeah, he got about four yards on that, so it's going to be about 5 yards, third and about 4 here for Buckeye Trail. And the clock Claymont must have called another timeout, so clock has stopped. Oh, they're trying to.
Well, I think Coach Kearns was animated on the sidelines. I think he
clock wasn't running.
Yeah.
And Buckeye Trail would be well served just to take their time and let this thing run down, because just to get in the half tied, I think, would be their best interest.
Here's
here.
A little double handoff. Egan finding some rooms, got the first.
Now you want to take your timeouts because you got a chance here.
36.
They ran the old double handoff, that scissors play inside. And
so Egan now with 110 yards rushing on only 6 carries, a big benefactor of that 88-yard touchdown run earlier, as we're under a minute here. 36 yards to go for the Warriors to put in 6 more. Williams hands it off.
It's Egan again.
Egan again. And he's got 4 or 5 this time, and we got timeout Warriors with 41 ticks remaining.
Buckeye Trail down to about the 32-yard line, and about 41 seconds to go, so they got a chance here to get another score. Man, that would be unbelievable to think that Buckeye Trail's going to go in at halftime with this score, because they were hanging on by a thread through that first half, and man, had a couple big plays, and all of a sudden it's tied up, and now they got a chance to take the lead before the half.
It's a little good news, bad news, as that timeout is the Warriors' last timeout of the first half. But the good thing is the clock stops on the first down. going to have 2nd and 5.
Buckeye Trail going to a little bit of a spread look here. Well, they got trips to the right and one single back to the left. Going to a little shotgun action.
Yeah, that's Perry on the left by himself. Is going to have a legal formation or
I don't know if they got an offsides or
false start on the Warriors. So I think that was a designed rollout, and they were going to fire it down the field to Perry. But unfortunately couldn't get it running.
Oh, Perry was spread out to the left there.
He was spread out by himself, yep.
They got him isolated out there on a smaller guy and trying to take advantage of that.
They did it a couple times last week against Shenandoah. Took advantage of Hastings and Perry's size. And now they got flipped where it's Hastings down at the bottom by himself. They're going to roll out and pressure, and that's going to be and they're going to say incomplete pass is what the referee is saying.
It's incomplete.
Yeah, you really. And that almost turned into a disaster for Buckeye Trail. That would have been horrible if they would have given that up.
And should be at the 36. Yeah, I was going to say they should be marking it at the 36.
So it's 2nd down, right? Is it
yes, second and 10.
2nd down,
yep.
So they still got a chance here. I think Buckeye Trails would be well served to try to maybe just get this. If you're going to throw, you're going to have to throw it quick.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Warriors.
This will be 3rd and 10 after the incomplete pass. 30 seconds left. Claymont only has 1 timeout, so definitely, like you said, the clock running may not be a bad thing for the Warriors as they're going to look to fire deep down the field. Hastings can't make the catch with 25 seconds left.
Broke up.
The defender did a nice job walling Brady off that time, just keeping him separated from the ball. Brady almost got over the top of him and made a really nice play. So gave yourself an opportunity, though. So that was a good effort. It's 4th down, and you might as well go for it here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I would have almost said let's run it on 3rd down and go to the half tied at 13, or maybe you can break one, get a first down, then decide to pass it in. As well, they're going to punt here because Hastings is.
They're going to punt it.
So I guess they're thinking bury him as Hastings booms that one. A nice little coffin kick there as that's going to roll out about the 1 or 2 yard line. They're going to mark it at the 1.
Yeah, that thing went out right about actually probably a little bit inside the 1. So that was a great kick that time by Brady Hastings. Really nice job pinning the Mustangs deep in their own end.
Precision punting.
Now, are you a Steelers fan?
No, but my team played about as bad last week as the Steelers and the Chicago Bears.
Oh, is that right? The Chicago Bears?
I'm all on the Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, and Cubs.
Oh, boy.
It was a rough week 1. Hate losing to the Packers.
Yeah, I really thought they were going to have a chance this year. I thought they probably should get this done.
As we got a little mix up here, it looks like.
That's got to be 12 people in the huddle, isn't it? Or are they just running him out there?
I didn't know if he was running off the field, but Egan did a good job staying with him there. As I believe that was Mason Bailey that was running off the field. Well, I guess we're okay.
Did Claymont have a timeout left?
No, they did not use a timeout, but I think. And they're going to push forward here, and maybe they're going to say. Well, this is one of those times where you wish you had one more timeout, but that's going to be the half as McMorrow's stuffed right at the line.
And Claymont's probably thinking, man, we are lucky here. You know, as bad as that went for Buckeye Trail in that first half to come out of here tied up 13 all. And then Claymont, as good as it went, they're going into halftime just happy to have a 13 tie after that.
Yeah, I don't think
disaster there late in the second quarter. So.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, peaks and valleys. It's been kind of like the story of the Warriors first half of this season where they've had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but we're going to go into the half tied at 13. We'll take a break here and let you enjoy the melodies of both the Claymont and Buckeye Trail marching bands, and we'll be back with first half statistics and analysis and second half action here at the Bill Baker Activity Complex.
The Claymont Marching Mustangs are under the direction of Claymont alum April Leinert, with Assistant Director Stephen Chambers, Percussion Instructor David Maxwell, with additional staff of Carrie Kumpel and Maddie Winland. Tonight, we invite you to come with us as we go searching through the stars.
see Tommy next week, we'll tell him that we did a better job than he does. Give him a hard time.
Thank you for joining us in our search this evening. We hope you enjoyed the ride. The Claymont Marching Mustangs would like to wish Buckeye Trail Band the best of luck this season.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of Eastern Guernsey County, the Warrior Marching Band. The Warrior Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Doug Hanna, Assistant Band Director Stacy Randulik, and Color Guard Instructor Brenda Shepard. The band's first performance was a popular song recorded by rock and roll musician Jerry Lee Lewis. The recording was ranked as the 96th greatest song ever. Here is Great Balls of Fire.
Tommy says hi. Just text me right now.
Our next performance comes from the American grunge band Nirvana. This was one of Nirvana's biggest hits, charting high on music industry charts worldwide. Here is Smells Like Teen Spirit. Our final performance was a U.S. #1 hit in 1961, written by Percy Mayfield and recorded by Ray Charles. Here is Hit the Road, Jack, featuring Carter Carpenter on the trombone. The Warrior Marching Band would like to thank our parents, students, athletic department, school board, administration, and the community of East Guernsey Schools for your continued support of the Warrior Marching Band program. Folks, get your 50-50 tickets out. Once again, your 50-50 ticket. The winning ticket is 900671. 900671. Come to the press box to get your winnings.
Activity complex with a barn burner of a first half as the Warriors and the Mustangs tied at 13. The Mustangs come out scoring first on their opening drive, a 31-yard touchdown pass McMorrow to Connor on a 4th and 6 with 10:26 left in the first quarter. The extra point was good and took a 7-0 lead. The Mustangs looking to bump their lead up to a 2-touchdown lead, but a big interception by Mason Todd turned the tides and returned it to the 2-yard line, and then Williams finished it off with a 2-yard plunge up the gut. Perry made the extra point with 2:24 to go, and we were tied at 7. Claymont came right back on a Fox 10-yard touchdown run, 11:11 to go in the first half. In the second quarter, 11:11 to go in the second quarter. The extra point was no good, gave them a 13-7 lead. Again, the Warriors defense comes up big, stops the Mustangs in the red zone, and Cohen Egan shows off his blazing athletic skills, races along the right sidelines, right in front of the Buckeye Trail sidelines for an 88-yard touchdown run with 3:13 to go. The two-point conversion attempt failed, and that's where we're at, tied at 13. So, Chris, looking at the first half, what are some big things that you're seeing that the Warriors adjustments they have to make, and two, things they got to continue to do?
Well, Buckeye Trail has done a pretty good job with the opportunities that they've had. They can, eliminate some penalties, which have kind of gotten them in trouble a little bit. But really, this game could have been out of hand, and really, Buckeye Trail's got to be feeling really good about this second half, going in with it tied up, because this game really could have got out of control early, but they hung in there and made a few big plays and got themselves back in it. man, they got to hang tough. They got to really shut down this run game and then really try to eliminate the big pass play, which has really killed them in the passing game. But I don't know. You never know about some of these games. Like you said, Buckeye Trail, they've been up and down and up and down. It just seems like they're on a roller coaster. But man, they've hung in there. They got this thing tied up. So hey, they got a chance. So hopefully they can go out and play well in the second half, and they get the ball here in the second half. So hopefully we can go down and get a big score and take the lead.
And you talked about that Claymont running game. They had 25 carries, 211 yards in the first half. Warriors 12 carries, 131 yards, led by Egan 7 carries for 115. So both teams' running games working good here in the first half as we're ready for second half action.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail looked like Claymont was not going to give Egan a chance. They kicked that to the side there and definitely tried to keep that out of his hands, which, you know, that is a smart move on their part because, like we said, he's had at least 7 or 8 almost kickoff returns and kicked off, I think, 1 or 2 that he's ran back this year. So that's one of Buckeye Trail's big weapons is basically the kickoff return. That the Egan boy has just done an outstanding job with that.
So Warriors in the wing tee. Going to hand it off to Perry. He's going to find some room. It's probably going to be a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, he's tackled by number 18 for Claymont, and that's Mason Bailey. So brought down, again, the Perry boy, big, tall, not real heavy, but, man, runs with a lot of leverage, gets his shoulders lowered, and does a nice job for Buckeye Trail.
And there's not too many times he falls backwards either. He's falling forward, so when he falls forward as big as he is, it's going to be another yard or 2 extra he's getting. Now the Warriors in the shotgun. Motion man Alloway. Touch pass to him. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, he's got a first down across the 45 to about the 46, maybe the 47 there. So really nice job by Jansen Alloway. Nice run.
Good news, Warriors fans. That's the first pass completion of the day as he tipped that forward.
That's their first pass completion?
Completion, yeah.
Wow. Didn't even realize that.
Here's a handoff right side, running Perry. He's going to have a nice 4 or 5 yard gain.
Yeah, it was a nice run again. They had a nice off-tackle run that time, had a nice seam. Perry running hard, running low again. Got about 6 yards on that one.
I tell you what, you get 4 or 5 yards against this defense, as many as they have packed in the box. Like you said, they run that kind of like 6'2" defense. They're definitely, their goal number 1 is to stop the run.
Yeah, it looked like they ran a 6'2" early. I'm not sure what they're in right now, but yeah, it looks like they're in a 6'2" again.
And that time they meet Perry in the backfield.
Perry on the carry.
I believe that's one of their big fullbacks, the 49,
49.
Braylon Mullen.
Yeah, there was just, they had, I think Claymont might have had 9 guys in the box that time, maybe more, and you just can't block them all, so.
Yeah, but the nice thing is if you're able to break past that first level, you're going to house call there.
That is right, no doubt. If you can break through it and get to that next level, there's not much left.
Egan, the ball carrier, breaks the
Egan
tackle.
breaks the tackle. He's going to have about 5 yards. It's going to be 4th and a short 3.
Stopped by number 59, Xavier Arthurs. 4th and 3 for the Warriors.
The little double handoff there.
Yeah, the old scissors play kind of keeps the defense honest because they can't overplay, and probably a good choice here by Buckeye Trail. You just don't want to give Claymont that good a field position. If you can get them pinned here, and Brady Hastings did a real nice job the last time to really pin Claymont deep. Might have shanked that one a little bit.
I think he might have caught that a little bit up on his shin possibly instead of the foot, it looked like.
That's still down about the 29-yard line, so not a great kick, but it's still better than about the 45. So
Still better than a turnover on downs.
yeah, exactly. All right, you got them on their end at least.
Now the Warriors' defense is going to come out for the first time in the second half, and like you said, stopping that run is going to be a big key for them if they want to come out here with a victory. McMorrow hands it off to Green. He finds man, that kid just finds a way to keep his legs churning and able to pick up 6 or 7 there.
Yeah, and again, it wasn't really touched until he's 5 yards downfield already. So, again, Buckeyes Trail's defensive line is really not getting hands on that guy. They're getting driven off the ball, and when you're getting driven back into that linebacker level, it's really difficult for them backers to step up and make plays. You got to at least maintain your position and try to hold the line.
Here's Green again. Doesn't have anything. He's going to break one tackle, break a second, break a third.
Oh, we got a ball on the ground. Buckeye Trail. Yep, I think they got it.
I believe that's Todd again. Maybe. I believe it was Todd who recovered it, but Blake Wabel with the recovery. So the Buckeye Trail Warriors, that is the third, I believe, turnover force, the 2 interceptions, one by Todd and one by Egan, and then there's the fumble recovery. So if you talk Coach Kearns, one of his big things he talks about is winning the turnover battle, and that's something they've struggled to win most of their games this year, but they're +3 on it tonight. And that should be offsides on Claymont.
Yeah, I don't think in high school football you cross that neutral zone, it's just an automatic call. So
you don't get the free play like you. Now there's going to be a false start on the Warriors.
False start, Buckeye Trail. That'll bring up first down and 15.
So Dodd is back in at quarterback for the Warriors. He received the play from Coach Kearns. He's got Perry in the backfield with him as they're in shotgun. He's going to take it and try charging up the middle. He's going to get about to the original line of scrimmage, not maybe just 3 yards on the play.
Second down.
one thing that does when you run the ball a lot, it does shorten the game. It makes the game go fast. So even if you don't score here, you definitely get, if you can get to that fourth quarter with it tied, man, that really gives you a chance to win. So Buckeye Trail, I'm sure they would love to bust one here and
just
get a lead would be nice.
Just keep running. Eventually, that defense is going to wear down as well. Nobody likes to play defense. Everybody likes to play offense and score touchdowns.
Dodd with a carry.
He's going to go about 7 there, Dodd is on the QB sweep.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Travis Dodd got basically a sweep to the right, got a lane, turned it up, and put his head down and got a few extras. So it's going to be 3rd and about 5 for Buckeye Trail here inside of the Mustangs, 40-yard line, about the 39.
So shotgun. Wow. I'll tell you what, 59. Xavier Arthur's busted through that line quick. Thankfully, Dodd was able to get away from him and pick up a couple.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and about a long 3, I would say, 4, 3 yards or so. I'm sure Buckeye Trail's probably going to go for this one. So,
and from the looks of things, you are correct. Lining up under center this time is
On the 41, 1st and 10.
Fetterman.
Hand off
to Fox. Nowhere to go. Meets in a host of Warriors there.
Yeah, it looked like Jansen Alloway and Brady Hastings in on that tackle. Buckeye Trail did a real nice job of containing that, and multiple guys sprinting to the ball to make that tackle. So pretty good job that time on first down for Buckeye Trail.
Fox, he was a big contributor the first half. He had that big 50-yard run for the Mustangs. He had 66 yards rushing in the first half.
And off to number 49.
Oh, it's on the ground again. Claymont got it. The ball rolled forward.
Well, did they? That's Buckeye Trail football.
Oh, maybe Buckeye Trail did get it.
I was with you 100%. I thought one of their guys fell on it, but they're saying possession Warriors.
I did too. I'm about to put my glasses on.
I'm going to have to take mine off.
Big turnover again, Buckeye Trail. Man, they need to get something done here offensively.
And that's the 4th Claymont turnover tonight.
The ball on Buckeye Trail's 49. 5:30 to go in the game, in the third quarter, so hopefully Buckeye Trail can get something done here.
In the wing, Alloway in motion. Here's the double, the scissors as you call it. Wow, they're right on it this time.
Oh, there was a flag.
By number 65.
Man, I'm not sure about that. Was definitely a late hit on
Tyler McCray.
against Egan.
Number 8, Nolan McMurrow. Loss of about 5, second down.
Tough first play there. It's going to be a loss of 4. You hate to play behind the sticks. You like to get positive yards on first down. Here's a handoff on the sweep to Alloway, looking for room. Got a hole. Across the 50, 45. Tripped up inside the 45 at the 44. It's going to be an 11-yard gain for Alloway.
Yeah, it was real. They broke contain that time, got to the outside. Alloway made a really nice run.
Drew Fox on the stop.
So now 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 4 here.
And they need to get something on this 3rd down. If they can get, close, you go for this. But, man, you can't afford to keep giving the ball up at midfield. So hopefully Buckeye Trail can get some movement up front.
Perry's going to get it. He's going to be stopped behind the line.
Yeah, he lost a yard, I think.
Again, that penetration up the middle of the Mustangs defense, giving the Warriors fits. So 4th and 4 here.
You're going to have to punt it. You're see if you can get them pinned here. Play a field position game, and hopefully you get a break.
Hastings to punt for the Warriors.
Well, if you keep forcing the turnovers, maybe you get that turnover. And it's going to be a fake. Hastings is going to try running. It's not going to work out. As, again, the penetration from the Claymont defense quickly stops that.
I don't think that was called. Looking at.
That'll be a turnover and downs.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. Buckeye Trail giving the ball back to Claymont now. Inside of the Buckeye Trail 45 down to about the 43. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, very tough play there. There's a fake pitch. He's looking deep, and that's deep to Connor. He's got him at the 5.
Number 2, Jordan Connor.
It's going to be a 38-yard completion. So that's 5 catches for 81 yards for Connor on the night.
Yeah, Claymont's right at the Buckeye Trail 5-yard line, so.
Here's a handoff to Fox.
Number 11, Fox with the carry.
And he's down at the 1.
Stop. Inside the 1. Gavin Morris with the stop. Second down.
We got some characters on the Claymont coaching staff that we can kind of hear talking about trying to get plays in.
Yeah, they're a little frustrated, it sounds like. Well, Buckeye Trail, the ball's inside of their 1, so it's going to be first or second and goal, just inside the 1.
And a fumbled snap, and McMorrow just barely brings it back in, or Wable was right there to retrieve it.
About the 7. Third down.
That's going to be third and goal from about the 7-yard line, so Buckeye Trail caught another break there.
Well, there's many things that's going wrong for him the first 4 weeks of the season. I guess the law of averages says they eventually got to get something to catch up, right?
They've had their breaks tonight, that is for sure.
On the pistol, Morrow rolling out, gets away, fires at corner of the end zone, overthrows his man, incomplete. And it's going to be fourth and goal.
Fourth down and 7 for the Mustangs.
So fourth and goal from the 7. Big play here for both teams.
No doubt, Buckeye Trail, if they can get a hold here, they've just dodged another bullet. Claymont's going to take a timeout, and we'll go ahead and read some of our sponsorships again. First of all, we got Stop 9 Church of Christ cheering on all of our local athletes. 360 Burgers, serving farm-to-table burgers with local ingredients to all football fans in the area. Southeastern Equipment, proud sponsors of the Warriors and all our local teams. Call Buck Robinson for all your large equipment, parts, and supply needs. John definitely knows heavy equipment. The Bears Den Steakhouse. Stop by the Bears Den Steakhouse located on Route 40 for the best steaks around. Dennis Doughton, he says, go Warriors. Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center provides mental health and addiction services to children, adolescents, and adults wherever it is most convenient. Home, community, or school setting located in downtown Washington. Call Mindy McGlumphy at 740-489-5571 for any questions. And last but not least, Scott Ogle Realty, proud supporters of all Warrior athletes and FCA. Call us for your when you're ready to talk real estate.
Here another big play. Claymont with another chance in the red zone. Fourth and goal. Empty backfield. McMorrow in the backfield by himself. Looks, fires, and it is caught on a little quick in route. And that's Connor again.
The number 2, Jordan Connor.
So Connor, 6 catches, 88 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's definitely the primary receiving weapon for these Mustangs with 1:23 to go in the third.
Cole, the kick for the Mustangs.
Trenton Cole lining up for the extra point. The kick is up and good.
Cole kick is good.
So it is now 20-13.
1:23
Claymont.
in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was missed for. Too bad. Buckeye Trail really had him pinned deep. Gave up a slant pass, and guy went down and made a nice catch. And Claymont was able to convert on a fourth down play from about the 7-yard line. Was able to get that done. Buckeye Trail down now 20-13 with 1:23 to go in the third quarter. And
Two of their three touchdowns have been on fourth down plays.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Coach Kern's trying to rally the troops down there, try to get them going.
The other one, they scored after a big 50-yard run that helped to get them set up there. But Warriors defense has played pretty well, forcing 4 turnovers tonight. At times they've been able to get some pressure on McMorrow, forced him to make some bad decisions. But credit the Mustangs defense. It's really been had its back against the wall a couple different times. It's really stepped up and made plays on the other end for them.
Yeah, Claymont's they've made some plays, and I tell you what, they've really shot themselves in the foot tonight too, because they could easily be up by 2 more touchdowns tonight, but they've gave Buckeye Trail opportunities.
And there's your flag. That when in high school and college, when the guy's on the ground, he's done, and Claymont player decided to pile on, so the Warriors are going to have it on Claymont's side, probably about the 47 it should be, if it's spotted at the 38.
Tyler Harrell recovered a kick.
You know what was weird about that call is that call came from the guy clearing the back.
Mm-hmm.
You had 4 other officials watching it, and not one of them threw the flag, which makes absolutely no sense. But
He just wanted to show off his arm on the
I
yellow flag.
guess he threw it about 25 yards. So
it should be Buckeye Trail football at the Claymont 47 once they step this off. They're still talking about it. There he goes.
That penalty will be against Claymont. We'll push the ball to the 47.
So a short field here for the Warriors. It's a big opportunity for them to come right back. They've been able, after the first 2 touchdowns, let's see if they can after this third one. And Williams somehow eludes a couple tacklers and picks up 2 yards on that run.
looked like that was just a straight quarterback draw. Buckeye Trail got a couple yards out of it.
Stop by number 20, Douglas.
And again, that penetration up the middle from the Mustangs defense
Gain of 2,
really giving them some
second down,
troubles. Shotgun here, screen to Alloway.
Williams pass, complete number 5.
And he's going to be
Alloway.
wrapped up, and we're going to have a flag. Alloway, no gain on the reception.
Brody Moreland on the stop. We have flags on the play.
I believe it's going to be a hold on the Warriors.
Yeah, it looks like it was a hold that time on Brady Hastings on the outside.
Holding Buckeye Trail.
So what was once a promising start of the drive now is 2nd and 18 from their own 45 for
Bring
the
up
Warriors.
Second down and 18.
Just too many times playing behind the sticks here.
Yeah, no doubt. Buckeye Trail 2nd and long again, and that definitely does not favor them.
Especially like you said earlier, this is a running team. Don't really have as prominent passing game as they'd like. As that shows, as they complete it and get the first down. What did I say about that not prominent passing game?
Yeah. They had times this year when they've had time to throw the ball. They've thrown the ball pretty decent.
Number
And
18, Mason Bailey.
Braden Williams actually throws the ball pretty well when he gets his feet set, or has a little bit of time. And
First down.
made a real nice pass that time to a crossing route. Guys wide open and picked up the first down.
Yeah, big 19-yard reception there to Alloway. Huge first down for the Warriors as we're going to end the third quarter on that note with the Mustangs on top, 20-13. And we're going to be back with fourth quarter action here at the Bill Baker Activity Complex.
Claymont 20, Buckeye Trail 13.
Okay, we're going to hit a few more sponsors here. First of all, we got Stop 9 Church of Christ, 360 Burger, Southeastern Equipment, and Buck Robinson. Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Doubt, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, LLC. Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant. Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics. Scott Ogle Realty. Connor Push Carriage of Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency. Bicon and Bicon Engineering. Deep Cut Tavern and Marathon Stations. Again, we thank you for sponsoring this cast tonight. We would love to bring these games to you and give you the opportunity to sit at home and watch the game if you want to. And it's been an exciting game so far. Buckeye Trail down 20-13 with driving and hopefully getting an opportunity to tie this thing up again.
Yeah, I usually have the luxury of watching at least one or two live streams a weekend. I usually pop on and watch you and Tommy, the sweet melodies of Tom Strasser and you.
And off number 12, Travis Dodd.
Dodd's taken down behind the line for a loss of 6. So again, the Warriors playing behind the sticks.
Yeah, it looked like he had a seam inside. He should have really turned that up and got what he could. Man, if you try to bounce that thing when it's not there, you're going to lose yards, and he lost big yards that time.
And I'm showing you a great text that I got from Tommy. He wanted to make sure that I give the BT Hall of Famer a hug and say hi to Bryce. Because you don't have to worry about the hug. We'll shake hands afterwards. Rolling out, Williams looking, he's got an open Perry at the 35, breaks one tackle. Second tackle knocks him down, falls forward to the 34, gain of 8 on the pass.
Yeah, nice. Again, Buckeye Trail just cleared it out, and Perry slid underneath that zone and was left wide open. And Buckeye Trail giving himself a chance here at 3rd and 9 from about Claymont's 35.
Again, I got to question the spot on that. I thought he was down at the 34. They marked it at 35. Now Williams rolling to the right. He's looking to take off. He's going to still up on his feet. Get pushing. Inside the 32, about the 29.
Yeah, Braden Williams, they had him covered that time. Made a good decision, made a good pump fake. Bought him a little extra time and turned that thing up and giving the Warriors a chance to get this. It's going to be 4th and about 3 yards for them to pick this up.
Well, Claymont's converted some big 4th downs. It's about time the Warriors get one.
They need one here. Buckeye Trail going to more of a spread look. They got double slots.
He's rolling out. Got Egan caught inside the 20, first down Warriors. He's still battling out there before he's knocked down at the 19 roughly.
Yeah, it was a good job. They rolled and was able to break contain, and Brady had a clear shot at the receiver. And Egan made a real nice catch. Buckeye Trail inside the 20, first and 10. They're still rolling.
And that's 4 straight completions from Williams here in the second half. So he's starting to get a little confidence going as Dodd is in the backfield with him. He's going to roll out, and he's going to get a little high there for.
Yeah, he had Perry open too, about 5 or 6 yards down the field, and had a good look, just overthrew him.
Yep, just a little excited on the throw. But I guess that first down's been better than the past 2, as they lost yardage on the past 2 first down plays. So, and we're going to have a timeout Claymont here. So Coach Henry must have saw something he didn't like on his defensive team. You usually don't see too many times when you're on a team's on defense and they call a timeout.
Yeah, they're trying to get things restructured here. Buckeye Trail throwing this thing and really put Claymont and gave them some trouble. So Buckeye Trail with that passing game, if you can get a little bit of that going, it opens the run up too. So hopefully they can keep this thing rolling.
So final, Ridgewood defeated Tuskegee Central Catholic 42-3. So TCC will be coming here to Old Washington next Friday, homecoming week for the Warriors. So that's got to be fun for you guys. I'm sure you guys have a lot of different events set up throughout the week for the kids to enjoy.
Oh yeah, they have a big dance. I think they have a big fire, and kids really enjoy it. It's always a fun time for the kids and for the community also.
Big second down and 10. 9:21 remaining in the game. Warriors looking to punch it in here. Williams rolls out, looking, firing, end zone, just over the outstretched jumping Egan, incomplete.
Intended for Egan. Number 11, Fox on the cover.
Definitely the Warriors kind of going to the air attacks here on this drive.
No doubt. I mean, he had him too. He was open. He just kind of threw it over his head.
They had that little bit of a zone underneath him. He wanted to make sure he got it over top of him, just got it a little too high. Still in shotgun. Dodd back there as his back looks, hits Perry, makes one guy miss, and he's going to be very close to a first down
Yeah,
here.
I think he's got it too. I think he's going to be.
They're
They're moving
saying-
the chain,
yep.
so
Stopped by number
Nice
20,
job.
That was a great little juke by Perry to make the first defender miss, and he picks up a much-needed
That's a
Warrior
Buckeye
first
Trail
down.
First down.
And the Warrior faithful love that as it's first and goal from the 9.
yeah, Buckeye Trail's doing a much better job. They tried to throw the ball a little bit in the first half, but the pressure was so great on the quarterback, they didn't even have time. The offensive line has done a much better job of protecting the quarterback. So,
And even you might want to give Dodd some credit because he's been in there kind of as a sixth offensive lineman protecting him in there.
yeah, Williams, little quarterback draw that time, getting down to about the 7-yard line, maybe just slightly inside the 7. Second down and goal.
So definitely from here, you got 3 more plays for sure. Just under 8.5 to go.
That'll bring up second down and 7.
Williams running in with the play. Perry on the bottom by himself, man-to-man coverage. He's looking other way, fires it incomplete.
Williams
It was
pass.
to Alloway, I believe.
Yeah, and he was open. He was there on a little short kind of a dig route. Just bounced it, just didn't quite get it there. So it's going to be third in goal from about the 7.
Big, still got to be thinking you still got 2 plays here, but it'd be nice to get, maybe not have to worry about that 4th down conversion and get the touchdown here on 3rd. So again, Perry at the bottom by himself. Williams looking to him, fade route, overthrows him, incomplete.
Williams pass.
Yeah, it looked like they
Intended for Perry.
quarterback was looking for a corner route, and Perry kind of ran a post up. So I'm not sure if they were on the same page there or not. So really didn't have much of a chance at that.
Fourth
So
down
now
for the
it's
Warriors.
4th down. Big play here for both teams. Again, same type of formation. Perry's at the bottom by himself. Williams is going to roll out right. He's looking, firing, and it's
Almost went through to the
Wow.
second level.
almost went through. I think Egan was the original receiver. Or maybe Egan was the second receiver. It might have been Alloway. It was Alloway and Egan were the two that they were. Egan was the original receiver, almost went through and went to Alloway.
Is there a flag down? What is going on here?
I think they were checking on Egan was down there for a second. He got hit pretty hard, but there's no yellow on the field.
Buckeye Trail.
Buckeye Trail had an opportunity there, just wasn't able to convert on it. So
And 10 at the 7.
And Egan coming off the field gingerly for the Warriors.
looks like he may have hurt a hand or an arm. Got banged a little bit, so hopefully he's okay. Well, it's going to be Mustang ball here at the 7-yard line, working their way out of their end. So
They're going the pistol with 2 backs. It's going to be a lot of running probably here. as Fox gets it, scrambles off, breaks one tackle, breaks a second. He's got a first down. He's going to get dragged down about the 19-20 yard line.
By number 1 there, I think Blake Wable on the tackle.
Tell you what, the Fox kid for Claymont's real shifty. He's able to get to the outside and
yeah, he did a nice job. Looked inside, bounced it to the out, broke contain, and was able to get some big yards on that. So nice job by the runner from Claymont.
They've been lined up with this pistol with 2 backs. They got the big fella getting it here. And I tell you, good job by the Warriors.
That's what you want to do. Don't let him get ahead of steam. The defensive line did a good job of stuffing it up, not letting him get going. So it's going to be second down and about 9 from the 22-yard line of the Mustangs.
Yeah, first man stood him up, and thankfully the rest of the team came over there and helped drag him down. I would love to see the size on number 49, Braylon Mullen, because he is definitely a tank for sure.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Here's a handoff to Fox. He's going to find a hole, and he's racing, jukes and down into about the 44. Able to make some cuts and find some holes. A big-time run there of 34 yards for him. He's over 100 yards rushing now on the night.
Yeah, he broke that initial line of scrimmage and was off to the races, and Buckeye Trail had to track him down.
He's got 119 yards on my calculations. And there's a... The Warriors almost caught a break as the handoff, the exchange on the handoff was dropped, but Fox falls right down on it.
Yeah, Claymont has really, really hurt themselves tonight by, having miscues like that, fumbles, interceptions. It's really hurt them a lot, and let's give Buckeye Trail an opportunity to really stay in this game.
One ref wanting the clock to stop. And here now there's a couple of them waving, 3 of them waving. They want to restart the play clock. It looks like we're going to put 5:50 on the game clock. It's going to be 2nd and 13 for Claymont. There's a fake handoff. Looking. He throws it deep, and it is incomplete. And we're going to have a flag. That's probably going to be an eligible receiver down the field on Claymont's my guess.
Yeah, that's what they're calling. They had a guy way past about 4 or 5 yards downfield. So
now this is a big situation here. Coach Kearns, is he going to decline it or is he going to take the yardage? Incomplete pass would make it 3rd and 13. It's a 5-yard penalty, correct? So make it 2nd 18 if they do accept it.
Looks like they're going to decline it. 3rd and 13.
Third down for the Mustangs.
Big play right here. 3rd and 13, 5:27 to go.
Buckeye Trail did a pretty good job that last time covering receivers downfield. Looks like they're going to have to do it again here. Well, they're going to run it.
There's going to be a toss to Fox. And great tackle there. Grabbed him by the legs and dragged him down. A 4-yard gain, but great tackle by the Warriors.
Yeah, that's number 12, that kind. Travis Dodd again on the
And here's a late flag. It's either going to be unsportsmanlike on the Warriors or Mustangs, or penalty on both. And unfortunately, I think that penalty might be on the Warriors. Officials still talking it over. As the penalty is on the Warriors. Going to move Claymont down to the 29-yard line.
Penalty is going to be against the Warriors. And we'll give the Mustangs a automatic first down.
Yeah, that was a big stop, too. They had them stopped, and Buckeye Trail was going to have them in, was it 3rd and long, 4th and long, and, you know, that's unfortunate.
It's going to be the handoff to Fox on the sweep, and he's going to be close to another first down.
Around the end.
It's going to be a 9-yard gain.
Stop short of the first down, 2nd down, 1.
The Warriors still have all 3 timeouts. But the clock is Claymont's friend for sure right now. There's Fox. Great tackle in the backfield there. Who else? Charlie Perry.
Fox is going to be stopped in the backfield by number 7, Charlie Perry. Loss on the play, 3rd down.
Yeah, it was real nice. Charlie Perry sliced through that the offensive line that time, got in the backfield, made a big play. And Buckeye Trails had some big plays to really shut things down, and then have given up some big plays tonight, and man, they need to make another big play right here. It's like Claymont's going unbalanced to the right.
There's Fox again. The Warriors.
Looks like they got him stopped short.
He's right at the first down marker. They're going to measure it. They're going to have, it's going to be a Warriors timeout.
Looks like he's going to be a little bit short, about a half yard.
Now, the last 2 times Claymont's been in these situations, they've had that QB keeper, but they've had somebody pushing him from behind, and they've picked up a penalty afterwards.
Yeah, they've actually really hurt themselves, shot themselves in the foot a couple times, so they'd be well served just to go straight ahead and just keep this clock rolling. But like as you said, the clock is definitely in their favor, and as long as they don't do anything silly here, they're in pretty good shape.
Really, neither team has really tried getting the hard count to get the other team jump off sides. There's another thing.
I've wondered about that too. Neither team has really done that, and usually teams don't do that because they're not disciplined enough to. They usually are shooting themselves in the foot. So.
Well, the way this game is going, that's a very likely possibility.
4th and 1 for the Mustangs.
Both teams have done a pretty good job at the 1 step forward, 2 steps back method. They're going to go empty backfield, so I'm guessing this is probably a straight out run by McMorrow, and it is. And he's going to cut to the outside, pick up the first down, and then some.
And stay in bounds. He did a nice job staying in bounds, keeping the clock going.
It's going to be an 8-yard pickup.
Travis Dodd. That's a Claymont first down.
So now Coach Kern's still got those 2 timeouts in his pocket.
Yeah, they need something. They need a turnover here. They need something big to happen for Buckeye Trail. Someone to get a strip. Someone's going to make a big play.
It's Fox, I believe, carrying it up the middle for about 4, maybe 5.
Tackled by Perry again inside.
Perry and Dodd.
He's got to have at least 15 tackles.
He's got a bunch.
Gain of 5, second
And
down.
that's on the low end of it, 15 tackles. And there's the second timeout for the Warriors with 2:46 to
We
go.
have a timeout, Buckeye Trail.
So while we got a timeout, Chris, go ahead and mention some more sponsors.
All right, some of our sponsors again. We're going to hit them all here again. Stop 9 Church of Christ, 360 Burgers, Southeastern Equipment in Buck Robinson, Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Doubt, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center LLC, Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Scott Ogle Realty, Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency, Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, and Marathon Stations. Again, we thank you for sponsoring this telecast we here have tonight and giving us an opportunity to bring you this game. So, again, thank you very much to our sponsors.
It's always an honor and a privilege to come out and do a live stream, whether it's Buckeye Trail or Meadowbrook or whoever. It's always joy to see like the support that you get from the community. I know you said it before the game started, like there's a big crowd here, and you got to love that. Even the people traveling down south from Uricksville making the trip to watch their team as well.
They got the big guy inside. He's inside the 2, just outside the 1. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Mustangs.
He's going to be stopped.
Yeah, Brady Mullen definitely he's a tank, like I said. Not a kid that's going to be brought down easily, and wouldn't be surprised if he gets one more carry here.
Yeah, he's not going to try to run around you, that's for sure. He's going to try to run through you. Looks like he's about 6'2", probably pushing about 250, I would say. He's a pretty good-sized kid.
And he's lined up right there by McMartin. There's a snap, gets away.
Yeah, loose ball.
So we got a little deja vu again. Last time they were here, they had the bad snap getting away from him.
They did the exact same thing down here. That is so true. And
Loss of 5.
they were able to
Timeout,
convert
Buckeye Trail.
eventually on a 4th and 7 to score to take the lead. So Buckeye Trail has got Claymont backed up now to their 9, 2nd and goal. So again, Buckeye Trail needs to make a big play here.
And the Warriors are officially out of timeout after that last one there. So now it's all about using the clock. If you're Claymont, they can run at least 80 seconds off. You hear the Claymont people on the other side saying, tell them to stay in bounds. They definitely don't want to get out and stop the clock.
Or throw an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
So I'm almost positive they're going to run this. It's just because you definitely don't want to throw it and stop the clock for Buckeye Trail. So it's going to be a run. It's just a matter of where they're going to run it.
Tell you what, Fox has had a good game for them. I wouldn't be surprised if they just give it to him, as he's had some nice runs, especially here in the second half.
Yeah, they're running that unbalanced to the right again. Looks like they're going to run that power look.
Morrow is going to keep it, and he's going to get stuffed, and we got a flag thrown in late.
By number 52, Gavin Morris.
You got to think this might be a hold.
Yeah. You got to decline it
Yeah,
there, don't you?
Yeah, right there. You've got to get rid of the play with the clock. But again, this is stopping the clock, so it's playing into the Warriors' hand.
It's going to hopefully give them an opportunity here at the end of this game to tie this thing up.
Personal foul, and it's on the Warriors.
So that'd be half the distance and first down.
That's Penalty is going to be against the Warriors.
Still going to be second
Second
down.
down, Claymont.
Just a tough break there for the Warriors. It looked like it could have been a holding by where they threw it. And it's going to get to the outside, met and stopped right at the line. So third down.
The ball was loose, too. It looks like they're calling it
Right
down.
around the line of scrimmage.
And if I was Claymont, I think I'd just take a knee.
Maybe the way it's been going. And ironically, their coaching staff over on the other end must have heard you, and he's like, that's a good idea. Why don't we just take a knee? So their coaching staff saying they won't get it to about 25 seconds left, talking about the Warriors getting possession of the ball. So here we go. Play clock running down. 3, 2, and there's a snap, and there is a knee.
McMorrow will take a knee.
Hey, one thing's for sure, the Claymont coaching staff, they definitely enjoy their time with each other as far as talking back and forth on the headsets. We can hear them on the other side, and
they get pretty wild over there. I'm sure when you're sitting at 1-3 though, and you've the last 3 games you've had opportunities to win, they've probably seen some of these games get taken away at the end. So I'm sure they're excited to have a win.
And they're going to run this one. McMorrow's going to sweep it to the outside. He is going to get in the end zone. A 7-yard touchdown run for him with 14 seconds left. So a big play there after taking the knee on third down. They decided to run the little QB sweep and get the touchdown on fourth. As unfortunately we got another Warrior down on the other side.
And big crowd is starting to filter out of here. With Warriors are going to be down by 2 scores now with 14 seconds to go. And Buckeye Trail hung in there pretty good right till the end and just wasn't able to hold the line. And looks like it's going to be another tough game for Buckeye Trail. Charlie Perry looks like he's a little frustrated. He's played a really nice game today too, and tons of tackles. And the Egan boy played really well again tonight. And Trail really threw the ball pretty good at times tonight and really gave himself a chance here. So they just got to keep their heads up, keep working hard, and that win's going to come.
Yeah, but definitely you can see especially those kids being seniors, it's the last year that they're going to be able to don that uniform. It kind of means something a little bit more when you're a senior playing on that team, and I know they want to, I guess you could say, leave the program in a better position than what they came.
No doubt. No doubt. It's frustrating. I know you, especially you put all that time in and the 2 days and the weightlifting's all winter and then all summer long, and it's difficult. It's really difficult to deal with, but it's part of life too. You're not always guaranteed success. Whatever you do, you go out and work hard and hope for the best, and you got to be able to deal with the good as well as the bad. So that's just part of life. Just keep working hard.
Overcoming and dealing with adversity.
No doubt.
That extra point is, I believe, a Warrior player got a piece of it. It's 26-13. 14 seconds left. going to give a shout out to one of my coworkers I work with, Mike Bennett. He's listening to the game tonight. I told him today we're doing the live stream. He said send me the link, so said he's out here listening, getting an extra viewer from the neighboring county of East Muskingum side.
Yeah, you'd be shocked at how many people actually watch these, and there's always people maybe sick or just can't quite get here and are working out of town or got something going on with the family, they just can't make it, but they're able to watch it on TV. Maybe not during the game, but later they like to watch it. So
it's always fun to kind of read some of those YouTube comments that people put in there. It's like from watching the game in Tennessee on vacation with the family
exactly.
saying, go whoever's like their cousin or whatever.
Egan's going to get a shot here. And I think he's
going to take it.
Down the sideline to the 40, the 30.
Maybe not. Look at the Mustang. What a spin move.
Down around about the 20.
So a great return. I believe a 55-yard return on the kickoff by Egan.
Stop by number 23.
So now we're going to have 2 seconds. I thought it stopped at 3, but now we're down to 2.
Well, Cones definitely has quite a few yards of offense for Buckeye Trail tonight. That is for sure. What, he had an 88-yard run for a touchdown, and
have him with 115 yards rushing on the night. Didn't keep kick return yardage, but he probably has another close to 100 on that as well. Williams getting pressured, roll down, looking, firing, jump ball to Perry. He catches a touchdown.
Charlie Perry in the end zone.
As time expires.
They're going to kick the PAT or not.
See, I don't think, because if it's not a,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
But a great play to end it, unfortunately for the Warriors.
That'll do it.
They ran out of time and just ran out of opportunities there, as Claymont's going to pick up the 26-19 victory here at Bill Baker Activity Complex. So both teams here shaking hands. Chris, what's your final thoughts on things?
Well, Buckeye Trail again. I mean, they had some opportunities, they had some chances, and man, they, especially defensively, they had the Claymont at a 4th and 7. If they could have got that stop, and they had an opportunity. They had the ball down inside and just couldn't score. They really did. They had their opportunities again to win again tonight and just didn't make the plays when they really needed to make the plays to finish the game. But tough fought game. Claymont, took advantage of the opportunities that they had. And again, they probably could have won this game by quite a few more points. They didn't play real well at times and kept Buckeye Trail in it too. So again, if you feel, you've got to feel happy for Claymont. They played well enough to win tonight, and Buckeye Trail, hard fought, just wasn't able to come through with the win. So yeah, you got to be happy for Claymont, and Buckeye Trail's just got to keep working hard.
And if you're Coach Kearns, you got to kind of pull out some of the positives. I know you had some guys get banged up here during the game, but that's a typical Friday night football game. But you got to be really pleased with your defense, able to force 4 turnovers and really win that turnover battle, which has been a big bugaboo for them in the first 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah, no doubt. They did a good job with that. And Cohen Egan, again, is a bright spot just about every night, and had a couple long returns again, a big long run, and he does a lot of nice things for Buckeye Trail, and it's just too bad they can't, that doesn't translate into a win for them.
The Warriors also had moments where that passing game looked like it was pretty potent. The second touchdown drive, second drive. I think going for the third, they didn't score on it, but they really got the offense going through the air. Williams was able to make some nice completions, and they're moving the ball a little bit through the air, so it put a little pressure on Claymont, even forced them to use a timeout during that drive. So the Warriors can get that passing game slowly creeping up. Obviously, I'm a huge proponent of this. I love, because Williams is a pitcher, and I love it seeing a pitcher being your quarterback on the football team. I remember as a kid having a baseball card of Nolan Ryan and seeing him throwing a football.
Right.
And like, I think that's just, it's a little bit of a different motion, but you're still building up that arm strength. And I think that this playing football is only going to help him. I know baseball's his bread and butter.
No doubt. It'll strengthen his arm, make his arm a little bit stronger the more that he throws. And Braden's a good kid. And really, when Buckeye Trail has a little more balance in their offense and is able to throw the ball some, offensively, they don't look too bad at times. And then sometimes when when you run the ball and you run it successfully, that's a good thing. But man, once teams really decide they're not going to let you run it, it makes it difficult to do.
Yeah, and obviously people know when they play Buckeye Trail, they know what they're coming in here to run the football and establish the ground game. But if they can get that passing game going, it definitely makes multi-dimensional. And obviously they got the talent on the outside. I mean, Perry did a good job coming out as a receiver at times. Alloway made some great catches tonight for him. And like you said, you can't say enough about Cone Egan. That kid's a dude.
Yes, he is. He's been outstanding for Buckeye Trail all year long, and they just got to get a few more people to contribute consistently and get that offense rolling just a little bit more, and eliminate some silly plays that they made, some personal fouls that they got that really allowed Claymont to convert on that last touchdown there. And this game was really close. They hung in there and just didn't quite get it done again.
Yeah, definitely the penalties has been a bugaboo for a lot of teams. I know Cambridge had a lot of trouble with it this year. That killed a lot of their drives, and for the Warriors it was a struggle tonight when they had some promising drives going. But really, it's like you said, you've got to stay positive with these kids, and I know Coach Kearns and his coaching staff's going to have them ready. And obviously next week's a big one with homecoming coming up against TCC.
Yeah, and that's definitely a game that they definitely could win and should win. I think next week, they played a lot of these teams that are pretty good, pretty tough, and just haven't been able to get the W's, and they've had a really tough schedule to start out the year. So hopefully they can get a win and maybe get on a roll and win a few games going down the stretch.
Yeah, record-wise, this was probably the worst team they played, but really, Claymont's not a bad team by any standards, as they've faced some real tough competitions this year. And so that's going to do it here for us tonight. You want to hit the sponsors one more time and thank them for giving us the opportunity to provide the live stream tonight.
All right, here we go. Our sponsors tonight: Stop 9 Church of Christ, 360 Burger, Southeastern Equipment, and Buck Robinson. Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Doubt, Southeastern Counseling Center, LLC. Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Scott Ogle Realty, Connor Push Carriage and Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency, Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, and last but not least, Marathon Stations. We thank you very much again for allowing us to bring this live cast and supporting us throughout this football season. And it's we got a ways to go yet, and hopefully it'll get better.
Yep, halfway through the season now as we're through week 5. Was hoping the Warriors could pick up a big victory tonight, because then I could rub it in Tommy's face about how they win when I'm here, and he's going to call him the bad luck charm. But unfortunately, they couldn't pull it out. But it's always fun and an honor to come up here and watch the Warriors. First time I've been here on the new turf. Been here numerous times when they had the old field. But it was a great time. Enjoyed my time here with you, Chris. So for our producer, Bryce Shashalski, producing everything for us, Chris Starr with the excellent color analysis, I'm Darren McCullough. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a safe weekend, and if you can, get out to the Guernsey County Fair in those last few days. Good night.